Our next guest has dedicated his life to raising awareness for epilepsy. Over the last 20 years, he's done bike rides, triathlons, and marathons to raise money for the Epilepsy Foundation.
And in less than 2 weeks, he plans on running the Boston Marathon backwards. Please welcome the backwards guy, Loren Zitomersky. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So this idea of running a marathon backwards kind of sounds wacky, but there's really something near and dear to your heart, and there's a reason behind it. Tell us what that is.
So I'm raising money and awareness for epilepsy in memory of my brother Brian, who passed away from epilepsy. This happened before I was born in 1977. And the epilepsy community helped my dad out so much during his time of need that, you know, we've always wanted to give back. And over the last 20 years, we've raised over $300,000 for the Epilepsy Foundation and people living with epilepsy. And this year I'm going big, backwards big, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And you say this idea of running backwards, that having epilepsy is like going through life backwards. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so, you know, most people know epilepsy is a seizure disorder. That's what it's characterized by. And, you know, when you have epilepsy, you can't really see what's in front of you. Seizures can happen for a lot of people at any time. And so, you know, that's kind of how it's connected to my backwards running, in that when I'm running backwards, I literally can't really see where I'm going. I'm constantly looking behind me, and it's also, running backwards is very, very difficult, and so can having epilepsy.
Yeah.
Is it so difficult, the backwards running, because it's so completely counterintuitive? Or
It's, you know, the body is not made to run backwards. It's just kind of unnatural, and it's really difficult on muscles that you generally don't use with forwards running.
Yeah.
So you've done marathons before, bike rides, facing this way.
Yes.
And even at the end of the LA Marathon that we recently had, you tested this out, the running backwards, towards the end of it, right?
Yep. I ran the last 20 miles of the LA Marathon backwards.
And so this will be your first marathon, the Boston Marathon, running the whole way backwards?
Yep, the whole, it's 26.2 miles.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to break the current Guinness World Record for the fastest backwards marathon, which is 3 hours, 43 minutes, 39
that's a very
seconds.
serious time.
Yeah, it's about,
Yeah.
it's about an
Yeah.
8.5 minute per mile pace. So it's even like a fast marathon forwards.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Okay.
You started something called the 26 Steps Backwards Challenge to get more people involved. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so, you know, if people want to take action and help end epilepsy, I'm challenging everyone out there to take 26 steps backwards and then pay it forwards by donating $26 to end epilepsy.
Awesome.
And the reason it's 26 steps, $26, because 1 in 26 people will be diagnosed with epilepsy in their lifetime, and also I'm running 26.2 miles of the Boston Marathon backwards.
When you do that, it looks like the Jetsons to me. Aren't you just afraid you're going to, like, you know what I mean, slip on the thing?
It hasn't happened yet. I think the treadmill backwards running is the safest for me.
Well, what do people think at Griffith Park when you're training and you're running?
You know what? I get literally all kinds of
Yeah.
reactions. I get people who are very excited to see me run backwards. Other people kind of just stare at me. I get a lot of stares. But, you know, it's Los Angeles. There's always oddball things out there.
Sure,
So
sure.
People are like, oh, it's just a guy running backwards.
Yeah. No big deal.
Totally normal. Yeah.
All right, to follow Loren on his journey or to take the 26 Steps Backwards Challenge, you can go to bostonbackwards.com.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And for more information on the Epilepsy Foundation, including how you can donate, you can go to endepilepsy.org. Thanks for what you're doing.
Great. And thank you for having me.
We're happy to have you. Wow.
Let us know how it goes.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Wish you luck. Thanks. Be right back.
Closed captioning brought to you